What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord Dr. Professor Dark Joker here with another edition of Traditional Fans with Opinions, where I'll give my reviews for whoever I watched, read, or played today. And who are traditional fans with opinions? That is myself, and that is you, the viewers. With all that being said, on with the reviews. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 11. So in this episode, So this shows more of like the Reggie versus Megami fight. So Reggie tries to take advantage of the fact that Megami's shadows like weigh him down, due to his incomplete like domain expansion. And so Reggie tries to you know, summon cars in the house to crush Megami. But Megami, undoes the domain expansion and like basically causes the stuff that falls to like destroy floor, and both Megami and Reggie fall through the floor into a school pool. So Reggie and Megami didn't just basically they're not using curse techniques, they're just like hand to hand combat now. And so but then Megami then uses Demon Dog to kill Reggie. Or he's mortally wound him. And so now Reggie reveals to Megami that he doesn't really know Kenjaku or Tengen very well, because Megami asks about how Reggie could be connected to Tengen, and so Reggie basically claims he doesn't know anything, and so Reggie's points go to Megami, and Reggie dies. So then you have the Hazunoki fight against Takaba, and now what happens is that Takaba's, comedian curse technique is nullifying all damage he receives. So, and then, Kogane arrives, tells Hazunoki about Reggie dying. So Hazunoki gives up. Now, Megami tries to kill Remy, who's defenseless, but some words that Sumiki said kept him from doing it. And so Megami then collapses from his, injuries from the fight. So the angel comes down over him, and then yeah, so then in the Sendai colony, Yuta comes across a fight between Takako Uro, Ryu Ishigori, Uorushi, and Druv Lakdawala. And Yuta like gets in the middle of that fight and kills Druv. So yeah, so lost us picking up the calling games going on. Yeah, dude, there's a bunch of new characters coming in, new sorcerers. But yeah, I thought it was a good episode. Liked all the combat, the visuals. Yeah, it's definitely get to where it's getting very crazy, which is what happened in the manga. The series did get like really crazy once the Coven games got going. See all these characters coming in, new curse techniques. So yeah, I thought this was a very good episode. Looking forward to the next one. MF Ghost, Season 3, Episode 12. So in this episode, yeah, this is, continues the race. So you see Kanta and Beckenbauer just going through everyone. Like, they're, like, really impressive when you have Pseudo doing his commentating on it. And so it's explained, it looks like a lot of the old racers from Initial D were involved in the founding of MFG, as expected. So, like, so you see, like, everyone's just shocked at how Kanta's racing. And yeah, so interested to see what happens. Like, will like if Kanata wins, like what will happen? And you see, obviously, KCK is very interested, obviously with his student. And dude, yeah. So the racing's cool. Like I like that. Do you see a lot of the stuff going on? You see, this so that the angels, you have, they're all being asked like what type of person they would like to marry. So yeah, it is funny. You see Ren like nervous about potentially being asked that, which I'm guessing that's gonna be asked. I don't know. Don't really care. The angel segments are mostly just a little comic relief stuff. But yeah, I thought it was a good episode. The racing's really cool. Uh, Looking forward to the next one. Stands to be a hero, episode 11. So in this episode, so yeah, so Kivia asks Marlin about the, you know, like who reported that the fairies were inside the city, because basically she Kivia suspects basically that the coexisters were involved. Yeah, basically because because Kivia suspects that Marlin is one. So basically all the soldiers in the waterways were killed. So then obviously the fairies are getting in the city. Xylo's like, so obviously they get some civilians out, and then yeah, so basically then so Xylo has Ri- gets Rhino to teach civilians how to protect themselves, and then yeah, so Xylo and Turia storm a tower, and then yeah, and so you have the big battle going on. You have Turia asks Rajit Heathrow to you know, gives Heathrow some info, and then so Xylo comes across CG Bao, and basically CG, so Xylo not like immobilizes CG, and Neely's able to do the final blow. Then Rhino defeats Iron Whale, and Xylo gets to a tower, like the base of it. It then fights Wu Jun. So Xylo knocks over the tower, and and Xylo's able to use Turia's holy sword to kill Bujun. So yeah, I thought it was a really good episode. The fights going on are really interesting. You have yeah, you have obviously Kivia is trying to learn some intel like about the coexisters. And so he's willing to trust, like she's willing to like work with Xyla's fiance, who she's had some beef with, with that. So hence it's something might be going down soon. But yeah, I thought this was a very good episode. Looking forward to the next one. Well, that's it. Did y'all like the stuff I reviewed? And if you have your own opinions about all that, put all that in the comments. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, and all that. And look forward to the next video.